Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to be re-wicking this Rogers pipe lighter. It's got a long, fairly narrow tank in it to pull the wadding out of. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of wadding in it. I was having some light problems. I am still getting set up here in my place, so you're going to see me use a flashlight here a couple times before I finally wisened up and moved, repositioned myself with some better light. So there you see the tank of the lighter. We're going to go ahead and pull that wadding out of there. And I've edited a lot of that out. It was only, I don't know, 4 or 5 fairly small little wads of rayon or cotton, whatever that is, in there. And once I got these first couple out, then I had to find a tool that I could bend that would reach as far as I needed it to, and reach up in there and pull that wadding out of there. So, but for now, this tool is doing just fine to get that part out, which then will expose the wick, which I'll get a hold of and go ahead and pull that out. So I'll get that wick pulled out, and then get a tool fashioned, and you can see I'm still shining a flashlight here at this point. Hadn't gotten smart enough to move my operation yet. So again, just pulling this wadding out of there. Every one of these wadding jobs are boring. This one was fairly easy. I mean, I didn't have to edit a lot of it out. There wasn't a whole lot there. So we get that last bit pulled out. I think I'm going to shine a flashlight in there one more time. Now, that's new wick and old wick. I'm using an MCO wick with the wire lead cut off of it, and prepare the way I normally do with the blind method for re-wicking these old lighters. Now you can see I've moved the cart, and I am under some better light. So I'll go ahead and prepare the wick with the beading wire. I forget what the millimeter, what the size of it is. That'll be coming up here in a second. There's your wick. Beading wire, 0.3 millimeter. You just tie that in a simple knot. Just like you're starting to tie your shoes. And then you just want to catch the end of that wick down there in the knot. You can see this in several other videos in a little bit more detail. This is the basics of it right here. So then get that wick positioned and tied off very tight in the knot. And then once it's tight, Then you will take each side that you've just pulled tight, and you're going to fold those down away from the wick, and then spin that wick or spin that wire up and tie it at the end so that you've got that long wire piece that you just tied on there to lead you from the wick chimney down through the tank of the lighter to where you can retrieve that. So then that's what we're going to do here, is just insert that into the chimney. Careful not to pull it all the way through once you get going. Like I used to do that all the time. So once you got it ready, then I go ahead and smooth that down and get it as small a profile as you can to go down through there. Make sure you don't have anything that's going to get hung up, snagged, otherwise impede you from the job at hand. Once it looks fairly straight, then go ahead and pull it on down in there. And that is the wicking portion of the job. Make sure you leave plenty where you, as I said, you don't want to pull it all the way through, and leave plenty there to where you can get it cut to the length that you want. Those MCO wicks, I usually cut them in half and use that for another lighter. So go ahead and get the wadding put back in here. Trying to get the wick, some wick pushed up in with it. With each piece of that wadding that goes. If I'd have had some more cotton, I'd have gone ahead and put some more in there, but I didn't really have any to spare, so I just went back with what was originally in the lighter. And as you can see, it works just fine. So now is when I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Should have done it earlier. As I said, that way you can get 2 for 1. Plenty of length there for another lighter. Go ahead and get the rest of your wick stuffed up in there. If you like these sort of instructional videos for old petrol lighters, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video that you are watching. Please tell your friends about the channel. Hit that share button. Send that off in a text, email, post it on social media, however it is that you communicate with people nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. Any comments or questions you can leave below. We would also appreciate it if you would like and follow us across all the social media platforms. That would be Dependable Flame and DependableFlame.com. I fueled the lighter off camera and then light it up. eBay, if you would like us there. Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, all those social media platforms. Very cool pipe lighter. It was made in England. And Definitely a little bit different than what you see most folks carrying these days. Until next time.